Crazy. Hey people, this is the Vexless here on Juice TV. Just before the break, you checked out a wicked video clip from one of my favorite acts, Daft Punk. That was Robot Rock. Tonight we're coming at you from the Move the Crowd showcase held here at the Juice Bar in Auckland City. Whole swag of New Zealand talent performing here. It's going to be sick. Earlier on, I mentioned that you can win yourself this album, brand new album from the Sagittarian. It's called Illumination. If you want to win this, all you have to do is email me, khan@juicetv.com, and let me know what months you need to be born in order to be Sagittarian. It's as easy as that. Email me, khan@juicetv.com, and get amongst it. Now coming up, we've also got an interview with P Money. I mentioned that earlier on, and we've got the Timeless Track features, so make sure you stay locked and loaded and find out what Timeless Track took it away this week. Coming up now is Campbell's segment. He's our newsman on the ground when it comes to all things music. Let's find out what's happening this week.
Good evening and welcome to the news. One of the day when I'm actually going to throw that typewriter right off that desk in eagerness to bring you the news from this piece of paper. News this week, remix competitions. It's been quite the phenomenon actually over the last maybe year and a half, especially so in the last 6 months. A real tactic that artists will do, generally electronic musicians, will put the parts to their songs up online and make them available to everyone in the world, all young producers, to have a crack at remixing them. And usually it's a competition, there's a prize, and oftentimes the winner will actually get officially released as a remix on an EP or on an album, which is quite awesome. And I just wanted to bring your attention to 2 competitions happening this month for 2 really big tunes. D-Cup and Yolanda B. Cool's We No Speak Americano. There's just been a massive quirky house tune in the clubs here in New Zealand. I think it's #1 in Aussie on the Aussie club chart, and it's #1 on I think arguably the biggest digital download site, Beatport. So big tune, and so the record label that puts it out, Sweat It Out, is doing a remix competition for that. So in conjunction with Spank Records, if you go to spankrecords.com.au, you can download all the parts to We No Speak Americano and just give that sucker a remix, and you could just be released like a proper little producer out there. And also another one that caught my eye was Brooklyn band Yaysayer, who I guess if you're sort of if you're a fan of that kind of indie stuff that crosses into dance and has a lot of sort of dancey remixes attached, stuff like MGMT, stuff like Passion Pit, you'll love Yaysayer. They're from Brooklyn, and their latest single is called ONE or One, and a record label called Mad Decent. It's just badass. Great record label run by Diplo and a few other people, is offering up the parts to Yaysayer's One in a remix competition, and you could be released as part of that package, which is rad. DJ Pose of the week this week. There we go. The classic, slightly confused tangle. I've actually found myself in this position a couple of times, and I don't really know why. Why would I end up like that when I could just be like that? I don't know, you just you get a record started over here and you're halfway over here. I don't know, doesn't seem to make sense. But sometimes, crazy party, you get yourself in a tangle, as this young lass has. That was the DJ Pose of the week. And finally in this wee bulletin, just wanted to bring your attention to something happening in the world of Shapeshifter. I don't need to give you a spiel on Shapeshifter, one of New Zealand's most well-loved bands, and have done amazing things since the release of their last album, System is a Vampire. Their website, which is definitely worth checking out, shapeshifterlive.com. Amazing kind of morphing artworks right before your eyes. When I first saw it, I was just like, this is really different. Designed by Resin in Wellington, I believe. And it's now just been announced it's a finalist in the Webbies, which is the biggest web awards in the world. And over 10,000 websites nominated for this. Shapeshifter are up against Coke and Nike, might have heard of those little brands, and are currently coming second in the Webbies. So if you want to support the cause, support Shapeshifter, support New Zealand ingenuity in the online field, shapeshifterlive.com to see the website, and then webbyawards.com to vote for the shifters. That, my friends, was the news for another week. Thanks for watching.